Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a piece of information that we do have for episode 15 slash the 100th episode of Fear the Walking Dead, talking about possibly a mission that Alicia is going to go on. Let's talk about it, let's break it down, and talk about the fact that episode 100 may not be what we're all thinking it will.
She should have been out by now.
What's going on up there?
It's over.
No!
Alright guys, this is going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another Q&A video leading up to, of course, this weekend's episode of Fear the Walking Dead, which is the third last episode of this season of 7B of Fear the Walking Dead. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some information we do have about episode 15, the penultimate, shared by Ash Williams, who wanted me to go ahead and give my thoughts on this one. And that is the first Q&A comment for today as well, which is talking about the description for episode 15 that apparently states that Alicia is, after the Battle of the Tower, going to be looking for somebody in the radiation and in the fallout, and it sounds like the episode may not be about Madison and her return. So, yeah, interesting stuff, and I guess I'll get into it this way. That's really disappointing. I mean, you know, you have an episode titled Amina. I will say this. I mean, I feel like it has something to do with her still, but I feel like it's just not going to be what we thought it was going to be, which is really annoying because obviously this is the 100th episode. Get this. This is the 100th episode of Fear the Walking Dead, and we're going to watch Alicia scout around to try to look for somebody in the nuclear fallout. I mean, that's... yeah, I don't know. So I would love to hear what you guys think about this. Obviously, do you think that maybe episode 15, they're trying to really cover it up that it's about, you know, Madison, so they kind of say a few things about Alicia, even though, you know, maybe even it is still a Madison episode, or do you think straight up they just called it Amina once again to kind of fake us out? But thing is like, it doesn't matter if they're faking us out. We know that Madison is in this season in some sort of capacity, but for the 100th episode, watching Alicia trying to find somebody in the nuclear fallout, I mean, seriously, what kind of plot is this? So, again, we don't know who she's looking for. We don't know what goes down. But if anything, it confirms, well, for one, Alicia survives the attack at the tower. And second of all, it's not going to be a Madison episode. Or at least if it is, it's not going to be her the main focus. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. And I'm not really sure why they wouldn't have done that, seeing how they call it Amina. But again, we'll see before I judge it. But I will say it is kind of a bad first impression on that episode, I'll be honest. So anyway, we'll see where it goes. But yeah, it sounds like episode 100 may be a Alicia episode and not a Madison like they made us kind of expect, I suppose. Next one comes from Tyler, who says that, you know, of course, with Morgan going back and kind of, you know, leaving the group for a little while, what kind of characters from Fear the Walking Dead would you like to see a reunion with in both shows? So characters that I would enjoy seeing kind of a paths crossing, right? So, and he says that Negan and Dwight, that would be his favorite reunion from both shows if they collided. So, I agree. Seeing Negan and Dwight having an interaction between the two of them, I think would be really solid. Also because, like you just said as well, too, they're both about to be parents, which is kind of crazy to think about, too. You know, Negan's girlfriend in The Walking Dead is pregnant, and he's going to have, you know, a kid. And same thing with, you know, Sherry, obviously, in episode 13. We just found out that she's pregnant. So, you know, yeah, both of them are about to be fathers, which, that's crazy, right? But the thing is about Dwight, too, is like, you know, what would his interaction be with Daryl, you know, or characters like this as well, too? But in particular, because Negan has been redeemed. Since the last time we've seen him, you know, Negan has gone down a pretty incredible, you know, redemption arc, right? So obviously in that case, it also kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, so what would a conversation be like between Negan and Dwight? What would that, you know, what would that kind of look like? And I guess another thing I'll say too is I would love to see what it would be like to see Morgan and Carol on screen again, you know, together, because those two had a pretty big bond, I would say, from season 6, 7, and 8. Morgan and Carol really had a lot of screen time together. So I would like to see the two of them interact. Now, if we're going even further than this, I would like to see Morgan interact with Rick, but sadly he's not on The Walking Dead, so that's kind of impossible at this point because of frickin' Gimple. So anyway, at least Morgan and Carol I think would be really cool. Morgan and Daryl I don't really think had any kind of big interaction, so I don't think that would be anything too major, but I think that'd be interesting. And another thing that would be crazy to see Morgan kind of react to as well is, the fact that Henry is dead, right? Because he cared a lot about Henry. And, Henry obviously is on a pike. And, he's dead now. And, kind of almost maybe talking to Carol about that, I think would be really interesting. And, there'd be a lot of really crazy kind of, interactions between the Fear cast and the Walking Dead cast. As well, getting to see, like, for example, I don't know, like, Rosita meeting, I don't know, like, Dwight again or something like that. Like, we haven't seen that. Or, maybe Alicia meets, Ezekiel, or I don't know, some crap like that. Alicia meets Negan. I mean, that would be pretty intense right there too, Alicia meeting Negan. That would actually... I feel like Negan honestly would have the biggest smartass, but it's so gross reaction to her bone hand as well too, by the way. Negan would have some sort of comment for that. I don't know what it would be, but it would be something. So, low-key, I want to see that now. I think that'd be kind of priceless. So, anyway, and in particular, what would Negan think of Victor Strand? That would be incredible. I would love that as well too. So there's a lot of interactions that'd be cool. Hell, Madison and Carol, I mean, that's another one. So I could go on all day, and I feel like I already have. So I will cut it off here. But honestly, Tyler, I would love to see some of these type of interactions. In particular, like, Negan and Alicia, Negan and, Strand, stuff like this I think would be really cool. But in particular, yes, Negan and Dwight, I think that would be incredible. Because, like I've said before, those two would have so much to say to each other. It wouldn't even be funny. So I would like to see that. And I would also like to see if Daryl would consider killing Dwight now. Because he said, if I ever see your face around here again, I will kill you. But it's like, after all these years and after everything Dwight and Daryl have both separately gone through, if Daryl sees Dwight again, would he kill him? I feel like after all these years, I almost feel like Daryl wouldn't. I feel like he would almost kind of be impressed, like, that he's alive. And I feel like if he saw Sherry was with him, and, Sherry's pregnant, and, that type of thing, I don't think Daryl would kill him at all. So, I don't know. I mean, I know he threatened it, but I don't see him killing Dwight after all these years. I really don't. So an interaction between the two of them, I would love it. I mean, I don't think we're ever going to get it, sadly, but I think it'd be really cool. To see some of these kind of characters, interact, and, well, to see the shows connect in general, I think would be very interesting. So, yeah, a lot of cool, kind of conversations and, meetings that I think would be really well done. And we'll close it off for today from Epic Zombie Killer, who asks two questions. One of them is, how do I think they're going to handle Madison's return when she comes back in the final episodes of Season 7? And do I think that Alicia will get a chance to have a reunion with her mother, or will they kill off Alicia before Madison returns? So, okay, now, it's kind of the same question, too. It kind of all spills into each other. Alicia, I'm going to say, is alive because, well, if you guys didn't know, the even actress for Alicia, and there's even been, information saying that she's going to be late to the party in Season 8, but the actress is going to be coming back later in Season 8. So that kind of already tells us right there that Alicia is going to more than likely survive if they're doing that. Unless they're lying to us, but I don't think they are. And then, they better not at least, but... As well, too, how they handle Madison's return, I don't think it looks good. I don't think it looks good. And honestly, I mean, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I think this return's about to be an absolute disappointment for everybody, And I think that's really going to be unfortunate. I really do, because I feel like there's so much potential with Madison's return, yet I don't think they're going to put it to the use that they should, And I've kind of said this before as well, too. And, I just don't think it looks good. It doesn't look good enough. It really doesn't. It doesn't look good enough. And I think for the Madison character, what they've set up so far, I mean, I think there's some chances to make this really good. But I just don't see Fear the Walking Dead handling this well, honestly. Which really is unfortunate. It really is. So, I don't know. it kind of is starting to drive me crazy as well, because I know that a lot of people are kind of afraid for Alicia's, you know, well-being and safety, right? And I don't put it past Fear the Walking Dead that they could actually end up killing Alicia before Madison returns. But I don't think they're going to go that crazy. But again, honestly, Epic, I don't blame you for thinking that way, because they do shit like this. This is the kind of show that we're watching, and they do, you know, they do that stuff a lot, right? So, but I'll say this. I think Madison and Alicia will have a reunion, and I also think that Madison's return will be way more pathetic and less epic than a lot of people are thinking it will be. So that's kind of my opinions on that. So, because like I just said, we got to remember what kind of show we're watching here. So anyway, let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about all this? Do you think Madison's return will be epic? Do you think it'll be disappointing? Let me know, and definitely write your comments in the comment section below. And of course, are you disappointed in hearing that episode 15 might not be a Madison episode like they were kind of leading us on to think? Definitely let me know and write your comments in the comment section below. So of course, guys, if you're new here, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss my videos for Fear the Walking Dead. Follow Dan's walkthrough videos, subscribe, guys, and of course, I will see you guys really soon for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
We will tell you who you're going to be from now on.